Yo, what's going on everyone? This is Julian from Memory Cards. When details emerged of an online-only Fallout game, I was more than just a little hesitant. My first reaction to the pre-E3 leaks were marred by a then recent experience of playing Elder Scrolls Online and, well, how little joy I had received in doing so. This could be chalked up to a lack of experience with MMORPGs and an unfair assumption of what ESO's capabilities were, but it still felt slow and clunky. The visuals were muddied and drab, the quests kind of convoluted and lacking substance. Combat was generally a bore. I could go on, but it's safe to say that I was not a fan. And that concept is something I had a lot of interest in. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the games that Bethesda puts out, and thinking of a online Skyrim-esque game or an online Morrowind-esque game sounded awesome. So a month or so before E3 2018, these leaks began to surface, which detailed out the specifics of what Bethesda was trying to accomplish: an online open world and interactive wasteland that featured cooperative and PvP gameplay, all the while maintaining the structure of a typical Fallout experience. Now, there may have been a time when this announcement would have triggered every hype cell in my body, but after the experience of ESO, I was convinced that this simply would not work. That the adventures throughout Cyrodiil or the trials of the Wastelands demanded a certain type of solitude. A single experience unaffected by the actions of other real-world players. Was this naivety? Maybe. Stubbornness? Likely. I tried to imagine Fallout 76 at this pre-official announcement time, and it looked like ESO with a Fallout skin. No thank you. Then E3 did happen, and my sin of judging a game by its leak was washed away by the pale-faced god himself, Todd Howard. As the presentation went on and Fallout 76 gameplay was detailed, it was hammered home that it would maintain the feel of a single-player experience while existing in a player-shared world. The combat demo seemed to prove this, as it looked essentially uncanny to the combat in Fallout 4. There was one particular moment that showed a PvP scenario that ran so smooth it might as well have been scripted. And honestly, knowing how these E3 presentations go, it probably was. Nonetheless, consider the hype restored. Then a quiet summer occurred with a few sporadic updates from Bethesda, but mostly we were left to simmer with the info gleaned from E3. But earlier this week, the floodgates reopened and we got a ton of new gameplay footage from what seems like every video game journalistic outlet. Usually when we are getting this close to a game's release, I ignore preview videos or gameplay breakdowns to go in with an unclouded opinion. However, IGN posted a 7-minute section of gameplay that I felt would be an acceptable exception. Here's some clips of that. Not even 4K could save this from looking like frankly absolute garbage. This is the slightly worse looking made for online version of Fallout 4 that I feared. Really, like, everything is ugly, even the ghouls somehow got uglier. And not in a good way. This felt like a defeat summed up in 7 minutes. An example at which to point to and say, yep, that is where the hype died. I will say that this is a night scene, and night has never been pretty in the Fallout series. It could be just this area, or maybe the rig that it was captured on. I mean, I have made the mistake before of judging before release. Or perhaps maybe it is time to let Bethesda know that this is not the road we want to wander. They continue to build these Fallout games on the backbones of engines that are no longer really viable. And this really does hurt. Fallout 4 was such a disappointment in so many ways to so many people. And yes, I played a lot of Fallout 4, and there were moments of enjoyment, and I'm sure that I'll find enjoyment playing Fallout 76, but I don't know, it feels like they're not delivering on sort of this quality promise that they've built by releasing so many quality games. But I want to stress that this is just my personal opinion, and this is just kind of a response to one video I've seen. Like I said, I haven't watched any other current gameplay videos or breakdowns. And I mean, this is why I avoid these videos, is to uncloud myself before going into it, because had I not watched this, my hype level still would have been at its level it was before, which was very, very excited for this game's release. Now, I'm still going to be playing it. I'm still going to have content up on the channel about it, but I'm interested to see what people are thinking right now. Like, what are your feelings about this game? Are you getting it day one? Is it something you're going to wait on or completely pass over based on stuff you've seen recently? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to hear your opinions and thoughts. And I also appreciate you guys tuning into this video, and I will catch you in the